now we're going to match up sides. And right now we're looking at the back piece and we're looking at the inside of a back piece. So we're going to take this back piece, and the pocket's attached already. I'm going to flip it over. Now we're looking at the good side. And we want to find the front piece that will match this back piece. And we only have two choices. So here's a front piece also. Just kidding. That's a back piece. Then here's the front piece. And here's the back. And here's the inside. Now if you can see, this front piece and this back piece do not match each other. Because if we were to put this piece onto this piece, it would be just a disaster. The pockets would get sewn to the crotches. So this one goes with this piece. And this is what I was talking about before in regards to, marking your fabric so you can tell inside from outside, good side to bad side, or, self to inside. Okay, so there's inside of a back piece. Here's the outside of a front piece. And I keep saying back piece and front piece. There's two ways that I know. This is a front piece because on the inside part where we do all the seams, there's one pin that I gave myself as a guideline. But I also know because the rise, this curve is a lot shorter than the back piece curve. So this is the back piece, two pins. All right. We're gonna just start by matching up the side seams and the pockets. We're not gonna worry about the other side just yet. So you start, and hopefully, if you've placed your pockets more or less consistently on both pieces, they'll match up pretty good. So there's just gonna throw some pins in there. I'm gonna pin the pocket bags. So this is when we make the pocket. On the pattern pieces that I gave both of you, I drew, I drew out the seam allowance and the guideline basically of how you're gonna sew this pocket. It's literally on that pocket pattern piece. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna start at the top here, and you're gonna give yourself a 1/2 inch seam allowance. You're gonna sew from the top. This is the waistband, top. You're gonna sew down about a 1/2 inch below where the pocket starts, approximately there. And then you're gonna pivot and you're gonna turn. You're gonna do a little back stitch here to make it stronger, and then you're gonna go all the way around the pocket bag. We'll pin that before that happens. You'll come over here, you'll back stitch here a little bit, and then you'll go straight down the leg, 1/2 inch seam allowance. Okay? Does that make sense to both of you? Hopefully it does. I will draw this in before we see each other tomorrow. I'm not going to stitch it, I don't think. Maybe I'll stitch one, draw one. So just so you see what that looks like. And then after we have sewn the outside of this piece, you're going to match up the crotch pieces that are over here. But you want to do the side seam first, and then the inside seam, which is called the inseam, which I think you guys both probably already know. So you're going to do that on both legs, and then we'll put the legs together. I'm gonna stop the video.